A church that does not grow in doctrine will not grow in maturity. No matter how sincere, no matter how emotional, no matter how busy it may be, God commands us to make every effort to grow in maturity, to grow in knowledge. Paul goes on in this text to tell us why this matters. Why are we to grow in knowledge? Why? Verse 14, one of the best verses on why we need to study our Bibles. That we may no longer be children tossed to and fro by the waves and carried about by every wind of doctrine. Tossed to and fro. Unstable. Unstable. You know what? Ignorance of the word produces instability. There's a lot there, but don't worry, I don't have another slide for a minute. Ignorance of the word is not humility. Some people act like they just don't know a whole lot, and that's okay. I'm just humble. That is not humility. It's instability. You know what biblically illiterate Christians are prone to? They're easily manipulated. They're easily confused. Why are people in churches that are so terrible doctrinally, with terrible leadership, not even teaching the Bible? They can't articulate any sort of doctrine. Why are people in those kind of churches? Because they're biblically illiterate. And the more you grow in the Bible, I promise you, you won't want to stay in those churches very long. You're going to want to be fed. Biblically illiterate Christians are easily manipulated. They're easily confused. They're prone to chase trends. They're prone to follow personalities. They confuse passion with truth, novelty with revelation. Now, novelty, I mean like, oh, this is new. And they're like, oh, this must be from God. Even if it completely contradicts the Bible. That is what an ignorance of the word will produce in people. But a mature church is unified, but not necessarily around emotion. And definitely not around preferences. I like this song, not that song. Joe talked about there being division over what color the pew should be at one point. It's definitely not around personality. I like him better than him. No. Paul says the unity of the faith. Not faith, the faith in this text. Meaning what our faith teaches. We're not talking unity at all costs. That's a weird thing in our culture these days, is the call for unity, but not defining what we're unifying around. I mean, imagine me just running up to a group of people and be saying, let's unify. Unify over what? Unify in what? Unify in the faith. It's not unity at all costs.